Well, Jim, before we get going, and I know we're going to dive right into Dynamite because it's such a spectacular shit show that we're kind of dying to see what the other one's going to say. I have some breaking news as we are recording.
Oh, boy.
This is from the website cartoonbrew.com by Amidi. MeTV announces Tunes Network, a free channel dedicated to classic animation. In what is quite possibly the most exciting news in years for fans of classic animation, Chicago-based Weigel Broadcasting Company has announced the launch of a free 24/7 animation network dedicated exclusively to classic animation, from theatrical shorts to TV series. It goes into detail here. It will include...
And that's me. That's our friends at MeTV.
That's right.
Weigel Broadcasting.
And they have Tune In With Me every day. They have Saturday morning cartoons. They have on MeTV Plus a big run on Sunday nights. And it says here that on the network, MeTV Tunes will be Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Scooby-Doo, Tom and Jerry, Josie and the Pussycats.
Oh, yeah.
George Jetson, Top Cat, Popeye, Freakazoid.
Wait a minute, Top Cat? You just fucking glossed over Top Cat?
I didn't gloss over. I'm reading the list of names.
Well, he should have more fucking cachet in your... You should name Top Cat. Name. Go
you
ahead.
Didn't stop me for George Jetson. That guy almost flew off a treadmill into space every week.
Well, he wouldn't be anything without his family.
Popeye, Freakazoid, Yogi Bear, Johnny Quest, and Fred Flintstone.
Johnny Quest! And Race Bannon. What about the Herculoids? Give me some Herculoids, baby.
Well, I said also Fred Flintstone, and it says the network will additionally license cartoons from other companies, and its lineup will also include Rocky and Bullwinkle, Woody Woodpecker, Casper, Inspector Gadget, Mr. Magoo, Betty Boop, and Speed Racer.
Go, Speed Racer, go, Speed Racer, go.
I have to say, as a fan of animation, classic animation, this is incredible. The idea to have all of these on one network without, and I kind of, you know what MeTV brings to the table without, all of a sudden, we're going to have original shows. We're going to try to get kids in here. We're going to change the model. We just want something to run all this old stuff. This should be pretty cool.
Well, when you first started, I thought, well, this is what Cartoon Network used to be, and then they've kicked it up a notch. Because they didn't have all of that under one roof, one umbrella, one broadcast entity. And like I said, we need some Herculoids, the original stuff, not the remakes.
And again, this is from their press release here, but it really says something. When I talk to my kids, they have no idea, my oldest ones and my youngest ones, what Saturday morning cartoons were. When I was a kid, Channel 2, Channel 4, there was some stuff on Channel 7, Channel 5. There were cartoons all over the place. On Saturday mornings, that's gone.
Oh, kiddo. In the 1970s, back before people were able to see in color, that was the most long-awaited time, was the fall preview episode of TV Guide, where you could see what the schedule was, not only of the network programs, but they had the Saturday morning cartoon section. Because about 8:30 in the morning on ABC, CBS, and NBC, after the various local news, Farm Report, and whatever the fuck, for the next 4 hours was kids' cartoons on every goddamn channel. Whether it was the wacky races stuff, or the Johnny Quest stuff, or the fucking Casper the Friendly Ghost stuff, whatever your age or goddamn predilection, you had cartoons.
Well, listen to this. The reason I say this, my kids don't know what it is. I still miss it. I still put this, what MeTV does right now, their Saturday morning cartoons on, so my kids have gotten to see it. In the presentation yesterday, Neil Sabin, Vice President of Weigel Broadcasting, explained the reason for launching the new network, and it was largely to do with the popularity of the Saturday morning animation block on MeTV. In the fourth quarter of 2023, he reported that MeTV's cartoon block outperformed Seinfeld and The Office on Comedy Central, Law & Order on USA, and Friends on Nick at Night in the 25 to 54-year-old demo.
Boom!
Wow, how about that?
That is, it's amazing, but not surprising when you lay it, because that's what we all watched. That's what we all grew up on. That's what we haven't had a chance to see in a while. Well, of course, with the Bugs Bunny, Roadrunner, all the Looney Tunes classics, a lot of other stuff. I have my VHS compilations from years ago, but most of the normal people don't get to see that every day on free television or easily or etc. without sitting in front of YouTube forever.
Just recently I got to introduce my kids to Woody Woodpecker because he's not someone there's really been a lot of stuff done with. There's been the movie they made a few years ago that wasn't exactly lighting the world on fire, but when I was a kid, every day when I came home from school, the first cartoon on Channel 5 in the afternoon was Woody Woodpecker and Chilly Willy. And you watch it now, and it's just chaos. It's just...
I'm telling you, that pecker was made for kids.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't phrase it like that either, and you shouldn't have either, but this...
he's a Walter Lantz classic.
MeTV Tunes will launch June 25th, 2024. It will be available for multi-platform distribution on over-the-air broadcast television, traditional MVPDs, and virtual MVPDs, along with a complimentary...
Now, wait a minute. What are the virtual NYPD? What now did you say?
A multi-channel video programming distributor, as well as complimentary offering for ad-supported streaming. So how about that? They're launching a
Will it be on my local cable like MeTV regularly is?
I think so. Okay. I mean, that's what they're saying here. It's going to be offered for that. I guess sometimes it takes time for everyone to get every cable operator to pick it up. But the idea, I just love that some of this stuff exists, and they've been showing some remastered. They look beautiful on a big TV, and the idea of now getting Rocky and Bullwinkle into this mix, and you got the classic Popeyes and all the Fleischer Studio stuff. Very, very cool. And more exciting to talk about than AEW.
Yes, it indeed is. But I'm following wherever you may lead.
That's kind of my big question. What would AEW do head-to-head with the MeTV animation block in the key demo? They're beating Friends. They're beating The Office. They're beating Law and Order. Can they beat AEW?
Oh, besides, I'm going to be honest with you. I think Bugs Bunny can kick the ass of half the fucking roster.
Who could pull a bigger rating, the Young Bucks or Scooby and Scrappy-Doo? It's a question everyone's wondered. John Moxley or Captain Caveman? Or Top Cat. We can never forget Top Cat.
Can't forget the Top Cat could get to the bottom of all of this and have everybody fall in line. Because he had everything run efficiently. I'm sorry.